Oh, man.
I said wake up! Get your ass up!
What you talking about? What them folks talking about, huh? Look, but he gonna get that.
You know, boys, you reach a certain level with your fashion and streetwear passion, where eventually you start copping brands that are so low-key, so sleeper, it puts all the competition to sleep. And that is what we're talking about here today. I got 5 different drops of low-key / sleeper items of the week. We got some sneakers in the mix as well. We got our good friends at Palace. Of course, we have some collaborations too. So if you guys love your weekly dose of Supreme, Palace, and other streetwear related content, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 5,000 subscribers, and I have a huge giveaway planned for 5K subs. So definitely want to join the SupThomas community. We got a lot on our plate today, so with all that out of the way, let's get right into it. Alright, first things first, it's our old friend Palace. Come on now. We got a couple colorways of this far out jersey coming out this week. I don't mind this at all. It's a synthetic material Palace jersey. It's just alright. Doesn't have a number on it. If you like the font, if you like the colors, go for it. Small poppadoms are nice, man. Again, no idea what they're talking about. The Love jersey, on the other hand, is a little bit better. In my opinion, it's got a baseball style. Maybe you missed out on the Supreme Home Run collab from last week. Get yourself this Love jersey. It's just okay. The Love logo has a bit of that Ford inspiration, 969, and then all the different stores, because these companies are addicted to putting physical locations of their stores on the back of the jersey or whatever the garment is. They can't get enough of it. I think this Dodgers blue is easily the best version, especially if you are in that LA Dodger area. I know it's probably very hard to be a Dodger fan right now. Hats are up next. I dig this one quite a bit. It reminds me of Boston Red Sox for some reason, even though it's a PL. Maybe the shape of the letters. I don't know. I like this hat. It looks to be a legit logo of a real MLB team, but it's not. It's Palace. You got the side logo there. Just a clean hat. This one right here is the Red Sox colorway, I suppose, with the navy and the red. Back of it just got nothing on there. And then the white and navy. Up to you, mate. I'm up for Chinese or Indian. I can relate to that conversation. And there you go. The PL hat from Palace. Next up, we got jackets. Love is in the air with the varsity jacket. Same 3 colorways from the jersey. Again, I probably like the blue the most out of the 3. This material is pretty cool. It looks to be corduroy. I'm not 100%, but that's what it appears from the pictures at least. Same exact design, quilted interior, nice snap button closure on the front. Guessing this is gonna be around 300 bucks, 298 probably with Palace pricing. I'm not in love with this front logo. It is leaning heavily into LA for some of you. Maybe that's what you want. There's the back. I guess black also can't really go wrong. This one is Eating Mexican Food Challenge, difficulty level impossible if you're a guy like me who can't stop spilling. And if you can't stop spilling, guys, highly recommend you carry around those Tide to Go sticks. I'd get it from my bag, but we're flying through this drop list. That Tide stick has saved my white t-shirt's ass more times than I can count. And speaking of t-shirts, we got a bunch. So far, long sleeve, basically a t-shirt, and that's it. A bunch of different colorways here. I don't think we need to click through each one, but here is the So Far long sleeve in Skyline Blue. So far, I still like Sofa, and this is Palace's version of the Supreme small box logo. It's got the embroidered hit there on the long sleeve. I dig this colorway the most. Nice sky blue for the springtime. Maybe the mornings are a bit chilly in your area still. And then basically a t-shirt. This is Blessed Yellow, and I think this is embroidered, but I'm not in love with this Palace logo, the blue-red slant logo. Just not been my favorite. I wish they just did the same thing with the Triferg or just got rid of those 2 bars and kept Palace. I don't know why they have the 2 lines there. Doesn't make sense to me. But here are all the colorways. Nice mix of neutrals, some colors. There you go. Bottoms are just the far out joggers to match the jerseys from earlier. We can scroll through these pretty quick. Not a terrible set, but not the best either. Honestly, it's pretty mid. Let's be realistic here. I don't think anyone should be allocating their money towards this far out stuff unless you really want to. Even in this video, guys, we have much better stuff on the way. So let's get through the last category, which is sweatshirts. Far out stuff yet again, just 2 colorways, but maybe that's a glitch or something. I'm sure they're gonna come out with the red and white one, but it's not here on Palace Community because the site is always a little glitchy for some reason. Here's that far out hoodie. This is definitely the best version of this design. I like the hood logo, especially has that Y2K computer graphic design, or maybe like minor league hockey team. I'm getting something hockey. Is that the Carolina Hurricanes logo? That definitely could be it. It's got a bit of a swirl there. Something's going on. Far out, bro. And then you got this Unitas oversized crew, Palace MMIX for 2009, Amor et Unitas. That is Latin. You can Google it. I think amor is love in Latin. Mi amor. Is it Spanish? You guys tell me. But there it is. That is the Palace drop list for the week. What are y'all going after? It's a very passable week for your boy. Let's move on to the next drop. All right, we're finally covering it. This is your brand. And they have their 18th drop coming out this Friday, May 23rd. Same day as Palace, but 12 p.m. PST, so you can still cop Palace at 11 a.m. if you want to. But this is a brand that some of you guys have been tagging me for months now. I've never been early on a drop, and this is kind of how it goes with these low-key brands. It's tough to get your name out there, and these guys do have 50,000 followers on IG. And let's take a scroll through what they're coming out with, because this is the type of brand that maybe you guys want to get involved in and feel like you can be early on. Definitely a sleeper streetwear drop of the week. You got this policeman getting his brains blown out. Very graphic, super violent, but there it is, screen printed on the front of a t-shirt and a hoodie. No idea about the quality, no idea about the fit. This is my first time even looking at this brand's latest drop, so I'm not the best guy to be asking questions about fuck your brand, and I don't think they really are taking them either, just judging from their brand identity. Got the worldwide wireframe logo with the mouse clicker on there, middle finger. I've been really thinking about potential merch in the future, guys. I don't know. It'll be like a giveaway first. I'm not gonna sell it, but what kind of items would you guys like to see if I ever did some limited edition SupThomas drops? I'd absolutely be hooking my members up for some trial runs to get the fits down. So if you're a member or considering wanting to be one, get in early. All I'm gonna say. Enough yapping though. Available on a hoodie. We have these camo fuck off in the chrome hearts, old English font. Get your camo sweatpants. And dude, this gif is just killing me. We also have these camo mesh shorts with the same fuck off printed there. I assume this brand is relatively cheap if they're up and coming. This hat is super cool. Skeleton middle finger, trucker hat, fuck Los Angeles, F your brand. I'm not huge on profanities usually, but this one does it to a level where I can let that go and almost just revel in the absurdity of it. The designs also look great, and the patch is nice and big, still giving those chrome hearts inspirations as well. Love to see them getting ripped off. Gotta be the most overhyped brand in the scene right now. I'm gonna say it. Get your fuck off socks, fuck your brand Los Angeles in white and black, and the skateboard, which is super dope. This art is incredible. I wonder where it's from, if you got it commissioned. It has that loose anime style, extremely violent, but very dope. We also have an accessory coming out. This is the thing that has my attention, and what I'm considering going for is this fuck your brand toy pistol with this crazy box art, toy bullets, suppressor, and realistic looking gun. Now I could make a couple jokes in bad taste, but I'm not gonna. It's just a cool ass gun, and I'm curious to see how much it costs, what it feels like in hand, and let's just say that suppressor definitely conceals that orange tip. Do with that information what you will. And last but not least, the most absurd, funniest, and biggest FU to anybody is these cactus plant flea market Nike Air Force One knockoffs. That's literally what they are. The most generic, closest as you can get to an Air Force One model. I think this is something that if BAPE were to release, with this words being BAPE, they would get cease and desisted because Nike is so litigious these days. Love the branding, box art, insoles are crazy. Don't know how much these are gonna be, but very cool. And a lot of brands try to do this stuff with the knockoffs, the inspirations, the parodies, whatever you want to call it. But in my opinion, fuck your brand is doing it the best. At least from what I've seen right here, could always be wrong. I think these cigarettes might be releasing too with this lighter, and I believe those are also toys. Let's look at these. Bubblegum cigarettes, there you go. The obvious Marlboro inspiration, Philip Morris, do whatever you want. I love that. Ernest Khan is absolutely spamming the chat. Did they send you one for that? I hope they did. Jeez Louise. We're also getting those, and I think a lighter as well. But we gotta move on. I spoke of it earlier, and here it is. BAPE is back with a collaboration, this time with Yoshida & Co. Porter, our favorite $900 Palace collaborator, is this time teaming up with BAPE for a Japanese squared drop. You can read this down below. Joint collabs. Gonna kind of fly through this. Here's the Instagram post. I'm not gonna know the direct styles of all these bags, but we can try the translation. So it's gonna be Porter's 10th anniversary, and they're teaming up with BAPE. Michael Taylor, this is all you, bud. We got the backpack right here with the faint ABC camo. I love a toned down BAPE collab. Kind of reminds me of the Adidas stuff they did a few months ago. We have this lanyard / wallet for the budget item of the collab. We have this old thing, tote bag and headphone case. I am just guessing here, folks. I don't speak Japanese. My Japanese practice is at an all-time low. Another tote. We do have some t-shirts as well, a bathing ape and Porter, and there's some more bags. We got a crossbody side bag. This is the travel 4-bag type with a souvenir bag. Man, pretty dope. I wish we had some more English explanations, but we don't. Baby Milo's in the mix though, so that is good to know. Love me some Baby Milo. Gotta be the cutest mascot in streetwear. And here are the dates if you happen to be in Japan. 4/25 through, okay, I was so confused. I saw the dates, guys, and they were saying April. The event is over. Got it. The collab will be on sale via Porter and BAPE on Saturday, May 24th. Okay. I was getting anxiety that this shit was already over, but it's not. We can see the pictures here. This was the event. Looks like it was a astounding success. Wow. Had a lot of BAPE stuff for sale, and now the bags are going to be available on Porter and BAPE's website this Saturday. So get that if you want it. Let's move it on. Race fans, start your engines for the best weekend in racing. We got the Monaco Grand Prix this Sunday, and right after the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. And we got a drop courtesy of Home Field Apparel, which is a local Indiana-based brand. I gotta show love to the Hoosier State where I hail from, and we're just gonna scroll through this here. We got some new items, t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, and this is all new stuff for the Indy 500. We got the 109th running 500T, very cool vintage inspired designs. Fast and Left, which is the popular meme about racing and NASCAR. Let's be honest, it is an oval track, so kinda true. Love this Indy 500, big bold racing letters. I'm debating picking up one item from this drop. Speedway, Indiana is actually the town where the 500 is held. It's not held in Indianapolis. It's a smaller suburb called literally Speedway, and pretty much everything in that town is centered around, you guessed it, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is an amazingly gigantic venue, which, believe it or not, guys, this is the largest live sport event that happens in the world. It can hold 500,000 people on race day, which is insane. I'm debating this 500 checkered reversible penny. It's giving me lacrosse camp vibes. I wish it had a car on it though. It's the only thing that's swaying me away from it, and the $45 price tag, still pretty cool. Unfortunately, the bomber jacket greatest spectacle is sold out. You don't gotta be a diehard streetwear fan to know that varsity jackets are very cool, extremely collectible, and sought after. And if I said varsity, I meant to say bomber, but pretty much for both. They also dropped a bunch of new hats. Some of these are like the 74th running, the 66th running. They're using all these vintage logos from the past, which I think is dope. Do not buy the Purdue marching band one. They're clearly biased. I would definitely find any IU gear though, if they had it. This bomber jacket is crazy. I totally get why this is sold out. This is probably the best piece they dropped, with the checkerboard on the back for the flag, retro hats, 69th vintage trucker. This thing is sick. Sold out though. I totally get it. Yeah, I want to show a little love to Home Field Apparel. shout out to my mom for turning me onto this brand. I didn't know about them till this week. And our final drop of the video is the Converse Naruto Shippuden massive collection that's coming out tomorrow, Thursday, May 22nd at 10 a.m. EST, an hour before the Supreme drop. This is not going to be for everyone. This is for the die-hard Naruto and anime fans alike. Here it is on Converse's website. You can see everything. We are going to go over to Hypebeast though and take a look at the individual pictures. Here's the main Chuck Taylor model inspired by Naruto. You can see the Reaper Death seal featured on Naruto's stomach to seal away the nine-tailed QB. 3D star on the side is a shuriken, which I think is a nice touch. I think these are a pretty perfect execution of what an anime collab should be, taking the colors, the inspirations, making it clear, giving the diehard fans some direct images like the Konoha headband on the heel, the embroidery of the seal, little accents like the QB on the inside of the tongue, but then not going overboard and doing like the entire shoe like a massive pattern with multiple characters on it. If this had literally Sasuke on the side, it wouldn't be as cool, but instead it's got the curse mark. It's got his waistband from Orochimaru. It's got the curse mark from his body, the flames. I think the Sasuke's are mad clean. I love the colorway. We do in fact though have the character on the inside of the shoe where you won't see it from the outside. I think that's how you got to do it. These are the three big ones, which are all I thought was coming out was like the Gaara's, the Naruto's, and the Sasuke's. Here are the Gaara's, which are pretty dope. I like this sandy brick with the faded midsole. You have his patch that's featured on his sand gourd. Never known what that print meant, but it's the E3E design there. Gray tongue, character on the inside. Can't really see it. These ones don't have the Village Hidden in the Sand logo, just Converse All-Star for some reason. That is okay. And then you have the kanji for love, which is what's featured on Gaara's face, tattooed there. Shukaku, the one tail. Looks like some pattern on the midsole, which is cool. These are the Itachi editions, which I didn't know were coming out. The weapon, Converse weapon. On the tongue, you have the Mangekyo Sharingan, as well as maybe the kanji for Itachi or like bird or something. I don't know what that is. Also have some Akatsuki clouds. These are a bit mall ninja, a bit, kid that's doing the Naruto run in your school might wear these. I don't love the Itachis. I think they miss the mark a bit. They have it all, the same kind of things as the other two or the other three, but execution, I think the Akatsuki clouds are just very played out personally. And then these are the Kakashis, and personally, I just don't love whatever is going on with these straps here. Yeah, on this eye stay, the loops, don't love it. I get what they're going for, but in my opinion, like the Itachi's, misses the mark a bit. Cool to see Kakashi's Mangekyo right there, or should I say Obito's? No spoilers, but it's been out for 20 years. And there it is. There's also like those t-shirts coming out, but don't feel like we got to get into those. We'll take a peek at the jacket. It's all right. I've seen better anime stuff. Still the best Naruto collab of all time has to be the Coach one and Michael B. Jordan. That thing was like high fashion and perfect. Backpack, just okay, but there it is, boys. We're finally done. So what'd y'all think about these 5 drops? Man, oh man, at the end of these videos, I feel like I've said it all. Anime collabs, we got that. We got Japanese bag collabs. They had an event, but it's available online to all of us Westerners. We got some racing apparel for the Indy 500, and I'm sure I could have found stuff for Monaco, but I've taken your guys' comments. You're not a big fan of the F1 stuff, and I kind of get that. Of course, we have our good old friend Palace in their bite-sized weekly drop list, and then a new fighter with your brand, in my opinion, the best drop of the week. Let me know what you guys are going for in the comments down below. Leaving a like on the video really helps me out. Lets me know if you guys want me to continue this series. Hope you guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow for Supreme Week 13 live here on SupThomas. Until then, peace.